Doing an updated tour of my organ shop here. I decided to take down the SMC and put one of the new fans up in its place. I've been experimenting with different downrod lengths. I did a brief video with a shorter downrod that was too short. This one's too long. It's kind of a Goldilocks situation happening here. So I'll go to Menards and hopefully get a downrod that's just right. See, is it better with the lights off? Yeah, I think it is. We can always turn them back on. So we got the gold line here, as has been since I started making videos. Got the Dayton Lasko here, as it's been since I started making videos. This is the one that's been swapped around a couple times. It was originally a second gold line, and that's what it will be again. Then it was the SMC. Now it's this cool Godel Fan Electric with the weird blades. Just to compare to my other brief video, in the brief video it had a 7-inch downrod. This is a 12-inch. I'm thinking that 10-inch is probably going to be right what we need. 8 inches would actually put it even with the bottom of the gold line, but for some reason that looked odd, so I'll buy both. I'll buy something to make a 7 and to make an 8 and to make a 10. So there's that. And if that control, the capacitors must be going bad in that control, because every fan I put there goes really, really slow and then stalls out. So that's an easy thing to fix. Just open up the control and put new capacitors in. For now, what I'm going to do, since it's a hot day, we'll just turn all the fans. They're all on the lowest setting, but we'll start turning them to high. So let's let the gold line go up to high. This is one of the earliest pointed gold lines. It has the 1 amp motor, and it's not quite as fast as a one with the 0.9 amp. I don't know if this is going to stall out or not. We'll do that one last. How about that, so we can see if it stalls out. High for the Dayton Lasko. The bearings are a little stiff on that. That's the gold line that, not gold line, that's the Godel Fan that hadn't been used for years. So, could be a combination of bearings in addition to that control being problematic. Yep, it's going to stall. So now's as good a time as any to bump it up to high. Maybe after it runs in high for a while it won't stall, but at some point I'm going to have to fix this control. Moves as much air as anything else in here, I'll tell you that much. So that's the 3 on high. In the bathroom we got the little socket fan. That's only 1 speed. There's the SMC. I didn't have a chance to take it apart yet. I wanted to do the video while there was still light outside. So let's go next door to Herman's garage, and you'll see the Dayton, my cool old fluorescent lights. Is that bulb going bad? Looks like it. There's the Dayton. Let's move that up to high. This is the most powerful fan I own, even antiques, even being included in the equation. It's a close one though between this and like the Westinghouse Sidewinders. Okay, here's the Crumpton Greaves. I might swap this one out. I want to do either maybe a If I had a brown 48-inch tat, that would be perfect. Metal blades. Or I could do the, whatchamacallit. I'll show you when I get upstairs. There's that. There's some fans there. Fans down there. I'm slowly working on cleaning things up, but it's hard. So the freshened air is on low. It's my shop fan. We can take that up to high too. I know you've seen my half pipe fluorescent back here. One of my pride and joys of vintage light fixtures. Old air compressor is actually being used right now. So let's carry on to upstairs. And if I keep the golden fan down here, then I will be putting the gold line here sooner rather than later, in place of this Codep here, because they're too similar. Let's turn that up to high. I don't know if anyone's noticed, you can see into the other garage and from in here. Can't really see the Dayton though. So there's one of my old 1940s shop lights. There's that. My Mobilaire. It's on low right now, but we can turn it up to high. My favorite of the vintage fluorescent fixtures, the 60s Duray fixtures. My all-time favorite Blenderfan. That's on low. Let's turn that up to high. There we go. It's very hot up here. Four-blade version. Let's turn that up to high. Trying to reach the control and look in the camera. The gable fan isn't vintage, but it does run all the time, especially right now. So here's a brown Pro line. Here's that unknown thing. This is that Chadwick fan that I was thinking about putting metal blades on. I could use that in the garage in place of the 4-blade Crompton Greaves. It's tat, it's supposed to go in 12 wings. Whole pile of mostly silver lines with a few Pro lines and Aire Masters thrown in, SMCs, Emerson, Dayton, leading edge, Encon. That's the gold line that came from downstairs. Ring fan, Pro line, heat fan, SMC, Hampton Bay, Aire Master, leading edge, Venton, Dayton Lasko, gold line, silver line, gold line, Contec, new fan. There's the small gold line, that little tat sitting there waiting on me to test it again. So, let's, I guess we'll turn everything off so you can see it spin down. Off. 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 And then I'll go down here real quick. And I think I can make them all in one shot, even though the timing won't be, because I did them all different times. But I think I can get one shot where it shows, oh, the Mobilaire already stopped. Maybe that needs oil. When's the last time I oiled that? Surprised that stopped so quickly. Probably does need oil. Now, in case you don't remember, the Blenderfan closest to me has new bearings. The Codep and the 3-blade Blenderfan have oiled bearings. Looks like the 3-blade Blenderfan is going to stop first. Yep, 3-blade Blenderfan is out. It's a race to the finish between the 4-blader and the 4-blader. But of course I did stop the Codep much later. The fact that the Blenderfan is this close to winning, even though it doesn't look like it's going to win, when it was stopped first, is a testament to what new bearings can achieve. So, I'm going to turn it back on. I'll turn it to medium high. It's a good medium high season. And yeah, I want to poke at this and just see if I have anything I can stick in there and see how freely they spin. Pretty freely, but not. Is there oil holes in this thing? Yep. One in front, one in back. So I will be oiling that. Medium. Oh, it's so much cooler down here. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. Let's turn that one off first. That one off second. What happens if I turn the lights off? It looks ugly in here. But let's try it for a change. Could open some natural light in here. How about natural light and I turn the motion sensor lights off? Nope, because it sensed motion for me on the other side of the room. I never intended on putting 2 fans in here. I just was going to have the one, but that space back there looked empty. I'm very pleased with the results. These are what, Joleco fluorescent lights. They're pretty cool. They were made for, was it gimbals? Woolworths, I think. And they ended up in the house belonging to the neighbor of my parents. And interesting that that one stops first. I guess the bearings in that aren't winning. I don't recall if I oiled either one of these. If I had to guess, I'd say I did oil the Crompton Greaves and I did not oil the Dayton, because I have a memory of the Dayton being, is there something on my lens? We're going to be real bad for filming here and say there's nothing on the lens. It's so much condensation on the phone in general from how hot it is upstairs. And then when I come downstairs, it's all... Those huge blades on this thing. Maybe it's just on my screen. That's some skilled camera work right there. I don't know if that's better or worse. I don't know. I'm tempted to keep this here because it's probably the strangest of the options that I have. 4-blade, huge wide blades, plain bottom. I think it's probably the most unusual fan that I could have here. I'm really increasing my 4-bladedness, aren't I? Got the Codep and the Golden and the Dayton Lasko and this. The 2 Blenderfans. I guess I must have a thing for 4-blade industrials. Won't remain forever. It's going to be gold line central again. Right now I'm down to 1 gold line. That's a very small number of gold lines for me. Okay. Those lights will turn off automatically with the motion sensor. And get in here. Off. Try to do this quickly. Off. Off. This is not, by the way, the golden fan that I oiled. The one that I opened up and used lithium grease on the bearings. Medium low off. That I have oiled recently, the freshened Aire. It's awfully hot in here if I don't have the fans on, even though I guess it's because I'm doing all this moving around. Lights. I think the golden fan is better with the longer downrod of the two, but this one is too long. Is there a way to set this down somewhere so I can go get some water and not miss anything? Freshened Aire stopped. Oh well, I'll just be patient. Just really want some water. I don't know what it is down here. I have a dirty secret, which is that I actually like the golden fan better with the nut removed. I don't like that it's incomplete, but the nut on there just looks inappropriate for it being just this white streamlined fan with very, very industrial looking blades. You know, those look like something off an airplane. They don't look like anything residential at all, unless you're doing like a new age residential like Casablanca Cascade or Homestead, not a Mirage. What's the Homestead that had blades that had weird tips kind of like that? There was one, 6-blade fan with Lumina, maybe? And nothing about that says a dainty little hexagonal brass nut. So I may remove it when I do another video. Okay, well, we're still... Dayton Lasko is still king of spin down. That doesn't surprise me. But, what was I doing? I was putting everything on kind of a medium, wasn't I doing that? Medium, high, because these are going to go awfully slow. Medium, high, still going over there. Low. And then as soon as this stops, I'll probably just put this to low because it's got such a slow low speed. I bet you its low speed will be closer to the mediums of the others. These blade tips are so weird. I love Dayton Lasko so much, I wish they were a better fan. If any commercial fan company came to me and said, we want you to design a commercial fan that's 3-speed, I would give them a Dayton Lasko and say, make this, but make it out of a cast iron motor and aluminum blades. And I think if they did that, they'd have a winner. Probably do a more conventional pull chain rather than the cloth one. Although I haven't seen too many cloth ones ripped or broken, so maybe the cloth one's not a half bad idea. I guess we'll go up to medium, because the Golden Fan is a little bit faster than the Gold Line was under the same circumstances, or the SMC. Now I'm guessing the Dayton Lasko is going to be the fastest of the three. That Golden Fan is dancing a little bit too. Okay, well that's it for this tour. I'm going to oil that upstairs, and then that'll be it for today. Thanks for watching.